Centering and zooming an image inside an Avalonia ItemsRepeater using RenderTransform. Problem overview. When building UI in Avalonia, replicating simple CSS effects like centering and zooming a background image on hover can be tricky, especially inside an items repeater. Using a canvas with an image clipped to bounds works, but by default the image scales from the top left, not the center. Additionally, binding or dynamically adjusting element positioning via code behind can be cumbersome or impossible with ItemsRepeater due to its virtualization. Goal: center the image inside a clipped container. Scale the image smoothly from its center on hover. Avoid code behind solutions or manual element positioning. Keep the layout clean and MDVM compliant. Why the default approach falls short. Using a canvas with fixed width/height clips the image but does not center the zoom. Increasing the image width on hover scales it from the top left corner instead of the center. ItemsRepeater does not support easy code behind manipulation of individual child elements. The modern Avalonia solution: use RenderTransform. RenderTransform applies transformations like scaling and translation around the element's origin point without affecting layout measurements. Crucially, the default origin is the center, which allows scaling animations or effects to appear natural. Implementation steps. Remove explicit canvas and fixed widths unless clipping is strictly necessary. Instead, rely on properties like clip to bounds on the container if clipping is needed. Set a fixed size for the image inside the item template. Apply a scale transform in the style trigger for the hovered state, point rover. Use Avalonia styles to declaratively apply these transforms. Example code. Explanation. The RenderTransform origin equals 0.5 0.5 centers the transform pivot to the middle of the image. On hover, point rover, the image smoothly scales up by 6.7% around its center. No code behind manipulation is needed, keeping the MDVM pattern intact. Benefits. Keeps the image perfectly centered during scaling. Leverages Avalonia's styling and animation capabilities. Avoids complicated and unsupported element iteration in ItemsRepeater. Mimics a simple CSS hover zoom effect cleanly and efficiently. Conclusion. To replicate CSS-like zoom on hover centering inside Avalonia's ItemsRepeater, use RenderTransform with Scale Transform and center the pivot using RenderTransform origin. This declarative and modern approach avoids cumbersome code behind and maintains a smooth user experience.